We have come to address the whole world because we believe that illegally, governors in Nigeria are becoming very strong and above institutions, laid down institutions. As such, you see it happening in Kogi, you see it happening in Ekiti, you see it happening in Oyo State, where governors, House of Assemblies carry out unconstitutional functions. I said in my earlier response that we are very accountable. We have gotten 14 million in 32 months. The 14 million has been judiciously used. As you all know, politics is what is playing itself out. We have not been suspended for any legal reasons, and to even say we can be suspended, it's illegal in its right sense. So we've relied on the mandate of the people that was given to us on October 16, 2016. October 10th, 2016. We were sworn in on October 10, 2016. The tenure runs out on October 10, 2019. Everything we have done as elected council chairmen, 57 of us, we have 57 vice chairmen, we have 57 SLGs, we have over 350 councillors that are affected by this illegal purported suspension. We did not do anything in office to serve the bidding of anyone. Whatever we've done since day one in being in office was done on the premise of being constitutional council chairmen and political office holders at the local government and LCDA levels. To be suspended is like adding so much injury to our pains. I want to believe also that our lawyer did express during the press conference that we are the only set of council chairmen in the whole state that had to run the affairs of the council with our personal funds from our salaries. Clearly, we have evidence. If anyone wants to challenge it, or if anyone wants to come live like we are doing right now to come and challenge it, we will have our facts and we'll be ready to take them on. The ex-governor, Senator Ibikunle Amosu, is not involved in this suspension. We want you journalists to call out Right Honorable Suraju Adekunbi, former Speaker of the 8th House of Assembly, Ogun State, to come and explain why he has suspended us, having duly ratified and passed all of us when he carried out his oversight function. I say it categorically again, that this has nothing to do with Senator Ibikunle Amosu. We have come here to state to the whole world that we enjoy the mandate of the good people of Ogun State, our individual local governments, to have or to be in office till the 10th of October 2019. That tenure, the mandate that the people have given to us, is what has been abruptly cut short by the 8th House of Assembly, which for us, government is continuum. The 8th House of Assembly, the Deputy Speaker happens to be the current Speaker under this 9th Assembly of Ogun State. No responsibility was given to us by Senator Ibikunle Amosu to be carried out. Yes, as political animals, we had the right to have contested, to have run, to have supported candidates at the last election. But we have also reached out to the current governor to say, politics aside, this is governance. We enjoy the mandate of the people. I don't think anywhere in the country, as we speak right now, would we see any situation where the president has said he's removing any governor for not supporting his ambition. Neither have we not seen instances where the National Assembly or the Senate will say we are removing this governor for not supporting the ambition of the current president of the country. You see, we need to make it clear. It is not peculiar to Ogun State alone. We are only calling on good Nigerians and the press to make this public so that our governors begin to recognize they cannot be seen to be above the provisions of the Constitution.
That's correct.
They should begin to recognize the position of the Constitution. And it's sad enough that in some of the states who have even gotten judgments, Oyo State and a few of them, those judicial redress have been ignored by the governors. Our lawyer said when I came in that there are reasons why, there are positions, there are processes for removal of anyone who has been politically elected. We have not said we are above the law. If you have a case against us, if you think there are bases for which we should be removed, then initiate proper processes, serve us as required by the Constitution, and we'll be ready to respond to those issues. But that has not been done up to now. This suspension is also purported because as we speak right now, we do not have any document to show that we've been suspended, whereas they've taken over those responsibilities and they've handed it over to the head of local government administration, who do not represent and who were not voted or elected into office by the people. Well, we have suffered so much loss and we need to remedy whatever our losses are. We have been out of office since the 31st of June,
May.
31st of May, and this tenure will end on the 10th of October, like I have been hampering on it. Our demands are that nobody should be seen, nobody should allow himself to be seen, or nobody should get himself involved in suspending or stopping us from carrying out the constitutional rights, constitutional responsibilities that has been bestowed on us by the indigenes and residents of our local government. Well, salaries have also not been paid. It's our expectation if they fail to continue to pay our salaries, we will seek redress. Our furniture allowances have not been paid. If they fail to do it, we will seek judicial redress. But what is most important is that we need to go back to office and be able to serve the good people of Ogun State who have elected us. A lot of our allowances were not being paid before the suspension. But what we have done is to continually engage the government formally, requesting for the payment of these allowances. We have had to run these local governments and LCDAs in the last 33 months with our personal cars. The fueling of those cars have been done by us. But we believe when we get to that point, we will sit down and make claims for all of this. So a lot of our allowances were not being paid by Ogun State, but our salaries were being paid up until May, when we were suspended from office.